Hi, everybody.
What's up, everybody?
I just ripped out like a whole handful of hair. I'm good though. Everything's fine.
Here he has to fix her hair after that. The Easter Bunny.
Was he here?
Yep.
What did you get for
Yep.
Easter?
Some candy
Oh, yeah?
and some eggs,
And eggs?
and they're blue.
That's cool.
Got blue eggs and candy.
Lucky right now is playing some Kingdom thing on the Xbox. He's fighting
What?
Captain Hook. All right, go fight him.
You looks like you're losing the Captain Hook right now,
Yeah,
Lucky.
no good, buddy.
So how's everyone doing? I hope everyone is obviously staying safe, staying
Sane.
sane.
We're not sane. I'm not sane anyway.
We are not sane. We are having
No.
quite the issue staying inside, as I'm sure a lot of people are. Now, I'm typically a homebody, so it doesn't really bother me. What not really bothers me, what's causing the issue is the children do not accept the fact that everything is closed and do not want to stay inside the home.
No, and I get it. They're bored. They don't know what to do with themselves. Bella's just all about schoolwork, because I'm trying to get her to the third grade, and hopefully all of these assignments and all of this learning will get her to the third grade based on the fact that she's losing 2+ months of school and the proper curriculum. But I get it. They're bored. They don't know what to do with themselves, and they're tired of looking at these walls. They want to get out, and even a simple drive around is just not suffice. It's not what they need. And it's so hot outside that you're outside for 5 minutes and you're done. You want to come in. So we're all losing our minds. I am anyway. Matt's lucky to be going to work, so he actually does get out of the house, walks around wherever it may be, do whatever it may be, but we are stuck here days at a time, and mommy is, as I explained to Matt this morning, extremely overwhelmed, tired, overly tired.
Exhausted.
I'm exhausted, mentally exhausted. I
Mentally,
don't want to,
physically and financially exhausted.
I don't want to do anything. The schooling is exhausting because I can't do anything else. I have to be on top of her to make sure that she's doing all that she's supposed to be doing. Lucky is sad because I am constantly by Bella's side helping her and can't really be a part of anything because unfortunately I have to help her, so I can't sit and play with him, so it makes it a little bit more difficult, and because he's constantly hanging on me at every second. So it's becoming really exhausting and super stressful on a daily basis here. But hi, Jarrett. How are you, buddy? So I'm losing my mind a little bit. I wouldn't say I'm losing my mind. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed, and with Matt being gone, during the day, I don't get any help to do anything. It's nice when he's here because he can help Bella while I do something else, or while I sit with Lucky, or even Boomer, our dog, is like super miserable and super needy. Everybody seems to be super needy and needs attention.
Awesomeness. Hope you all are doing greatness. Is this your new thing? You're going to just add ness to the end of everything you say, like randomness, awesomeness, greatness.
So this is our life, and I don't know where there's an out.
Everythingness. There isn't. That's really the weird and concerning part about all this, is there's just really no end in sight.
And even if there was, what's going to happen? What's on the other side of the mountain here?
I'm sure, just like us, everybody kind of wants to get back to normal. And I'm sure it's even worse for other people because our life really hasn't been too affected by this pandemic. Like I still go to work. The kids it's really the same. The only thing that's really changed is Bella's in homeschool, so that really affects Mary's day because she has to sit there and monitor and help and et cetera, et cetera. But the changes in our life are very minimal, especially from the financial aspect. It's pretty much the same.
Although, I mean, it's not quite the same. We can't go anywhere or do anything. So Mary can't spend any money at Disney.
Mary can't spend any money, so that's actually an improvement.
Shut up.
But
But there is
some,
Amazon,
I mean,
and Sephora has .com.
yeah, I mean, some of our other sources of income besides Disney have been affected, so that has hurt a little bit. But our main source of income is still the same. So I mean, we're thankful for that. That's great.
Absolutely, we definitely are for sure.
So yeah, while we are hurting a little financially, it's like I said, our major financial input is still there, which is great. So it will be tough over the next couple months, but I think we'll be okay, especially with that massive $50,000 stimulus check from the federal government.
Yeah, I wish. Come on now.
Wouldn't that be something?
It would be pretty awesome, not gonna lie. So I mean, I don't know. I just
Stocks hit me deep in the pocket. Yeah, I used to do the stock market.
Thank God we're done with it.
I was okay, successful. Like I had moderate success. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was very stressful.
It was definitely something.
I mean, I have
jumped into.
I have very basic investments at this point, like 401k, that kind of crap, but nothing like over the top. So 401k, I'm not really worried about because I have no plans of retiring anytime soon unless I win the lottery or get rich through some other avenue. So by the time I'm ready to retire, we'll either one be in another pandemic and the stocks will hit the tank, or everything will recover by that time because that's still 40 something years away. Oh, it was my birthday the other day. We didn't really get to do anything, so it was kind of.
I was super upset over that because I had these awesome plans, as I told you guys last week, and I couldn't do any of it, and it was just a sad day for me.
So, I mean, we hung out at the house. I got to order my pizza that I like, hung out, watched TV, did a little work around the house. It was fine. My mom drove 3 hours to come surprise me.
She's so crazy.
Social distance surprise, and it was nice of her. It was unexpected and it was fun. The pizza I got was Papa John's.
I had an inclination that she was going to show up, but I thought about it. I'm like, gosh, because she kept asking me these strange questions, like, "Oh, you guys are staying home. What are you doing?" And I had this feeling because she did say, "Oh, maybe I'll stop by," but then she kind of let it go because of the social distancing, etc. thing. So we went outside with the kids who got a little fresh air, whatever, and there she is. It was so weird. Like, it was timed perfectly too. There she was singing and had a balloon hanging out the window, and she brought Matt cupcakes, and it was super cute.
It was very nice. It was a pleasant surprise and very thoughtful. It broke up the quarantine life just a little bit. Tomorrow is my first day back to work. Over the weekend, my weekend, so I'm a little excited to get out of the house and curious what is going to happen at work. I did get a call today that I think everything is going to be okay on my end, so I was relieved.
Yeah, I was actually kind of disappointed in a way, like I said, because I'm
Mary
sad.
Was excited to have me at home, which I would have been excited to be at home to help with the house, help with the kids, help with the school. But from what I've heard of the unemployment fiasco, it's not really worth taking the risk. Because I was given the option to take a furlough instead of working. And I thought about it. I just, I don't know. I mean, the unemployment, yeah, it sounds great on paper, but from family and friends who have been trying to do that, it's not as easy as they make it sound. Like they go, oh, just go on there, sign up, and you'll get benefits. And from what I've heard, it's more like try and sign up. You can't sign up because the website's crap, and then wait weeks for an answer, only to be told that you need something else, and then you wait additional time, and so on and so forth. So I don't think that's really.
And plus, he has a job, so anybody would be ridiculously crazy to say, "I want to be furloughed." So that would just be stupid because obviously there's millions of other people who need that,
Who would be banging down the door to get that job.
Right. So he has the job. So as much as the, part of us and the selfish part of us is like, oh my God, that's a great idea. No, it's not. It's a terrible idea. So we're I'm just crazy. And I know that part of it is, like I told Matt this morning, I know it's selfish to think like that, but I'm I'm not in the right frame of mind right now. It's just like
I think it's the better of the two options. Honestly, it's why give up a perfectly good job and source of income to get furloughed to possibly go on unemployment and get what is I think Florida's 275 plus the federal 600, so you get $875 if it ever goes through is the problem. Like I said, my a friend of mine has been trying it for a couple of weeks now, and his application is just sitting there pending. So he hasn't gotten any money. They say, yeah, you'll get the money eventually, but when's eventually is the problem. That is the issue. It could be a week, it could be a month, it could be never. I mean, it's
travel is going orbiting. Sorry, I'm still doing schoolwork at 6:30 in the afternoon. I'm sorry.
yes, we are. Mary, this school, you know, when the kids go to school, it's nice because it's 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, a little bit
But
of
if
homework,
stuff
and
doesn't
that's
get
it.
done, it doesn't get done. Where
It's here, it's just like, okay, here's a long list of things the kids need to do, and you're just like, what? I still got to do this, I still got to do that, I got to do that, blah, blah. And it's just absolutely nuts. And I honestly have things to be doing right now, but I've been blowing them off because I just don't want to do them. It's a personal project that I took on, which I'm personally regretting, and I really need to. It's consuming a lot of my time, and it's like I said, it's a personal project. It's not necessary. It's great for future development, but it's just not something I really should be dedicating all this time to. Yet I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place at this point because I already agreed to it, and so I'm kind of stuck.
Yeah.
I know Mary gets I don't want to use annoyed or frustrated, but
Overwhelmed.
no, she just gets she gets, for lack of a better word, she gets annoyed that it consumes more of my time because I'm already around the house very limited,
Oh,
and so she understands it's for the betterment of us, but it's also frustrating when she needs help doing stuff and I can't because I'm consumed with this.
and
Not
that's
not YouTube this, it's on the computer, but it's just another.
I am far from a selfish person. I tend to do for other people, and I tend to not do things for myself, and I just do it, and I just get it done, and I don't usually ask for help. So I wouldn't ask for help until, like, Matt's on Reddit and doing nothing. Then I get annoyed. But for the most part, it's just it is what it is, and I just do it. It's fine. But right now, it's just like, no, Jared, I'm not pissed. I'm, like I said, overwhelmed seems to be really my word today.
Well, she's just annoyed. I mean, she's annoyed. She's understandably annoyed. Like, she understands that I have to do it. She understands that I have to finish it by certain days. So I try and postpone it and do it as we're running around town, this, that, and I try and postpone it to the last very second. And then I do it, and then it always seems like that time is when she needs help the most, and there's nothing I can honestly do. Like, I got things that need to be done today, and it's 6:30, and we have to eat dinner, and we have to help Bella with her school, and I have to be in bed early for work. So it's just, oh my God, excuse me.
So gross.
There's a lot of things that need to be done in the next 4 hours.
Yeah, and
3 hours.
And I wouldn't even say Bella's done with schoolwork because she has to do like 15 assignments every day. And think of your front, you're on your phone. You've got all these apps, right, on your phone. And this is what her thing looks like. So her whatever launch pad thing. And it has all these different assignments and all these different locations. And some of them, they say, oh, well, you're supposed to do this, this, and this. And I do this, this, and this. And it's not there. It's not there. It's not where it's supposed to be. There's no link. There's no clicking. And I'm just so, like, done with it.
And then
like, if you're not finishing music class, whatever. If you're not finishing, media center stuff, whatever. As long as you're getting your math and your science and you're reading your books for your AR test and you're doing the essential things, fine. But I can't Like I don't have enough time in the day to waste time trying to go back and forth with the teacher. Can you please help me? Can we figure out where these things are? They're not coming up. I don't understand. Why are you making it so difficult?
See, that's part of the problem, though, because obviously you have the core mechanics for school. You have the math, social studies, the history, reading, all that stuff, right? So there's that, but then there's also what they call specials. I don't know why they're called specials,
And I
but
don't
it's
even know why we should be doing it right now in this particular
see,
situation.
music, art, PE, all that stuff. I put great value into those
Okay, so
because,
put on a video. Let them watch the video of you doing all these things, and let
but
them interact.
those things help develop critical
Are
thinking,
you in my kitchen again?
imagination, creativity, abstract thinking. They help develop many other things besides 2+2 is 4. Like those, I know they're not part of like the core curriculum. And yes, is it more important? I don't think so. But I don't feel
Please
like
don't.
those types of things should slide in favor of math, social studies, etc., because music, art, I don't even know what other, like pottery, PE,
I'm well aware.
home ec, sewing, all that kind of crap. Like they should have never did away with those classes that were there like in the 80s, like home ec, sewing, this wood shop, all that stuff teaches you very basic skills that help you every day. Like, oh, I got to fix this hole in the wall. Well, I remember in wood shop you could blah blah blah. Like it teaches you many core skills to learn throughout life that are useful. Art is useful. Yes. Is it important that the kid can draw a hippo and a unicorn and make it beautiful? No, but that's not really what it's teaching. It's teaching them to think and create instead of just being force fed what's shown to them.
I'm well aware what you're saying.
You don't understand.
But what I'm saying is that can we make it a little easier on top of all the other stuff that we have to dig through and find?
No, I think the problem is Bella. It shouldn't take her an hour to draw a unicorn.
And what's really terrible is that the first assignment of the day, I could probably do it at the end of the day or in the middle, but the first assignment of the day, okay, when we all first wake up, mom's already irritated, where we have to read a story and then we have to answer questions, and I have to try and not take the keyboard from Bella and just write it for her. I have to, but only literally sit there for an hour. The chapter is 5 minutes long, probably a little less, 30 seconds give or take. And then 45 minutes to an hour of answering 2 to 3 questions.
But see, that's part of the problem. You shouldn't be doing it.
I'm not. That's why we take longer. Usually it's quicker when mom's typing it.
But you're not supposed to. You're supposed to just let her type.
Because we have to answer that. Oops. We have to answer them
Are you picking your nose?
No, my thing fell out.
Ew,
We're answering questions. We have to do proper sentences. So I have to teach her how to write a proper sentence. Names have capital letters. The beginning of the sentence have capital letters. Why can't you figure out how can you not figure out how to spell the word said? These are all like sight words that we've done. So it's just
it sounds like
welcome to the English language.
So on top of the homeschooling headaches,
and Matt keeps drinking all my drink.
On top of the homeschool headache, it's just the headache of operating around the world. Like today we took a drive out to go and find some supplies. We needed toilet paper, we needed disinfecting wipes, we needed hand sanitizer.
Now, I wasn't really all too low on the toilet paper. I was probably within the next week.
We were at the point of we should start looking for it because we know it's hard to find.
And I'm sorry, I know. And it's hard, and I'll just explain really quick as to why it's difficult because, when he's working, I can't get up early. I mean, I can get up early in the morning, but I can't go to the store when the store opens, like Target, where I know that there's going to be stuff there because I won't take the kids to the store. It's unnecessary. There's no reason for it. So, I can't do that. So I have to do it when he's here.
No.
So looking for these supplies at this particular time of the day,
Oh, I'm sorry.
or even after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the supplies are not there. Continue.
No, I was just going to say we were very fortunate to find a big bundle of toilet paper.
Yeah.
The disinfecting wipes.
This is why I said please don't.
The disinfecting wipes were a different story. We did find like little travel size packets. We found a little travel size hand sanitizer
It's
and like a miniature bottle of like aerosol Lysol. It's actually really cute.
It's
like
like
a
those
little.
to-go ones.
Yeah, it's like that big. Just so we got enough to tide us over. Our biggest problem is that when we go grocery shopping, we like to wipe everything down because of all the idiots that are like licking and coughing all over everything because they're so funny. So when we go grocery shopping, we burn through a lot of disinfecting wipes because it's literally a box of pasta, meat, cereal. So we burn through a lot of wipes. We try and reuse one for other things until it starts to dry out. But we usually only go to the store once a week, once like every other week. So usually when we go, we buy a lot of stuff, and at this point in time, it's great because it limits our exposure. So.
Right, and that's why another reason why I'm doing it, because usually throughout the week, sometimes I'll stop at Publix and I'll get a couple, loaves of bread based on what I'm cooking, or certain things based on what I'm cooking that I don't like to hold off for too long to keep, the items fresh or whatever. If that spills on my computer or the keyboard, I'm gonna bop you. So I'm trying to limit the once a week thing. And another thing is when the kids are home all week long, all they want to do is eat. So, and Lucky eats nothing.
Lucky's a snacker.
Bella, she's even worse. And, she's got...
But at least Bella will eat real food.
If I make her eat real food.
Lucky will not. Like, he goes in the pantry and grabs, like, we have, like, one of those OXO cereal containers. He just grabs the whole thing, runs to the couch, and just eats it right out of the container.
Eat the whole box of cereal. Like, literally eat the whole box. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
But if you ask him, like, if he wants, like, a sandwich or pizza, something with some, like, substance to it, no.
Fill me a soda. Go fill up my cup full.
So, the kids are just eating more and not exercising. I try and get Bella to go into her room and dance. She's got a switch that has Let's Dance on it.
Just Dance.
Whatever. And I should say, go in there for like a half hour and dance. No, I don't want to. I just want to YouTube. Like, she's not.
Here we are. We look better.
She's not. Nobody's exercising. The only person who exercises is me.
I never sit down.
That doesn't count. Walking around the house.
I literally. I'm not.
I walk miles a day.
I'm not exaggerating.
Actually, less now because
in a day. I don't sit for more than 5 minutes. So
You've been sitting for 23 minutes and 12 seconds.
Well, this is a different story. I have to sit here. It's not like I can, I'm taking the particular time to sit here.
Do you need that?
But yeah.
Okay.
So I don't usually sit. So my watch tells me, last night my watch did tell me to stand up. It's time to stand up. But
get off your ass.
Well, we were watching TV. So I don't know. I'm losing my mind. If you guys got any ideas how to move a little bit or how to make me not so crazy, I would love your advice. But in a day, I got no words. I don't know. And it's so hard for me to make videos because the moment I sit down at this computer, Bella has another computer literally less than a foot away from me, and she's constantly seeing what I'm doing. Okay, it's 2 feet, whatever. She's constantly trying to see what I'm doing. Bella, look at your computer. She's looking, I look over. Bella, can you do your schoolwork? Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Jarrett Lucky's playing that game. It actually looks really interesting. I might have to play it. It does look interesting. I've been watching it. And it looks...
Well, yeah, you go around and you just run around. I don't know. You run around and you have different things you're supposed to do. Mickey tells you to go do this, and Donald says go do that, and Minnie says find me some bows, and you can ride rides and
bows and different area codes.
here to help me.
I play that on my Xbox.
I don't. As you guys know already, I'm not a drinker, but I'm really considering it.
Tranquilo.
How come Jared is the only one in the
Because Jared's the only one who wants to talk to us, Bella.
Nobody else likes us. It's okay.
Tony and Lisa likes us.
So that's our Melissa. Hi. You're another human being. Hello. Oh my God, Diana. Hi.
You're so surprised because so many people.
Human interaction. Hello, social distancing friends. Hello. Oh, Melissa, I like you too. Oh, look, it's Mom. Look, everybody's here now. Oh, God.
What are you doing?
Have mercy.
That's it? Everybody said hi. Now you don't. Now you have nothing to
Hi,
say.
Jared.
You haven't stopped talking for 20 minutes. Now everyone's here. You don't want
It's
to
been
talk.
26 minutes.
Well, I talked for some of it.
But I don't know. I'm just today and every day. I honestly can't wait for this to be over. I've just had enough, and actually, it's getting to be more annoying. And yes, it's pissing me off, and yes, it's frustrating to see. When I go to Target, I'm waiting for Matt to get out of the store. People are walking around as if nothing's happening. Like, where's your masks? Why are you touching your phone? You were just in the store. Now it's on your face. Now you're spreading and spreading and spreading. Stay home. Clean yourself. Stay home. You're infecting everyone else, and we're going to have to live like this forever.
Could you imagine?
Stay home. Cover your hands. Cover your face. Quit touching your phone.
I saw a funny picture today. They won't let you in stores here unless you wear a mask. That's how it should be around here, honestly.
Nope, there were people, and I thought that was the case. Like, I heard that you weren't allowed to go into a store without a mask on. Maybe Publix, I think, is like that. I'm not really sure. I haven't been to Publix, but you should have to wear a mask, and people don't really like the gloves because they cross-contaminate when you touch everything. For me,
What would be the difference with your hands? At least you're not getting it on your hands, and then you touch your face.
But they're staying. It's staying on your hand. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But I use like wipes, and I wipe the gloves after I touch things. So my gloves are like always wet with like hand wipes and stuff. But what I don't understand, just stay home. If you can't stay home, don't go in groups. Like, I would never bring all four of us in the stores. It's either myself or Matt run in. We take the kids only so that they can get out of the house, but we all stay in the car. Like, this is just like, I am done. Done.
I'm way over it.
Over it. I've had enough.
Jared's leaving.
And I want to get back to somewhat normalcy.
Goodbye, Jared. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Bye, Jared.
If they plan on opening the schools, I'm not taking Bellows to school this year. It's not going to happen.
We haven't been able to do store order. They're all booked up.
Yeah.
So we tried that. But
and it's funny
hi,
because
Linda Wooten.
Hey, Linda. And last week, actually, I was going to try the Walmart pickup.
Hi, y'all.
And everything that, like, I tend to buy sort of the same stuff, but not like the same dinners. Like, certain things, I tend to buy the same thing. So I was online, and I was trying to purchase the things that I would normally buy out of stock. So I was forced to go to the store. Okay, but everything that I wanted to purchase was fully stocked in the store. I don't understand. Half the stuff that I usually purchase isn't available to even purchase online. So I'm a little confused.
What?
I don't really understand.
So
online shopping
Has been
I've
a failure.
noticed isn't going to help me at all. So I just have to bear. How do they say that? Bear.
Hunker down. No, wait, that's hurricanes.
Bear. And God forbid if that happens.
Oh
Help me,
my
Lord.
God! I've had this conversation several times with different people, and it would be an absolute S-storm if we get a substantial hurricane here during this shutdown, because not only is there nothing in the stores, if you've never lived in a place that has hurricanes or some sort of natural disaster like that, you will realize that I gutted it up today, put on a mask and gloves. That's what we do every time we go out. Now, if the hurricane comes, people hoard stuff during hurricanes all the time. So they're already hoarding stuff. So if they announce a hurricane's coming, people are going to hoard even more. You won't be able to find anything. And then the other problem is if we get evacuated or have evacuation orders, then you have all these coronavirus-ridden people in their cars driving to shelters. It's going to be an absolute nightmare around here.
But if a hurricane comes, people are going to be hogging over toilet paper.
The only good thing about
the
only good thing about a hurricane, if it were to happen, is everything does have to close, and you're stuck at home.
We're stuck at home now.
No. People can't go anywhere. Nothing's open. Literally, nothing is open.
I have
So
only been
that's the only good thing I can
hour.
see if a hurricane were to come is that everything is literally shut down and closed.
That's how Bella feels. Bella's only been out once over the last 3 weeks. Bella's over it.
I want to get out.
You know, the first week,
I'm a lady. I want to get out.
I guess the first week, well, actually the second week into this, we were in Colorado, and we were able to get out, like, you know, do things outside and, you know, out in the world. It was great. Out in the world, it was great to be able to, you know, do these things. But here,
there's really nothing to do.
You can't. I mean, you can walk around the neighborhoods and walk up and down the street, but who wants to do that? And it's 95 degrees outside.
We live relatively close to like a nature trail, but that trail is not very kid friendly. I mean, it's muddy. It's like it's not
mosquito filled, and all you see is
bugs.
Most of the time the trail is all pine trees, and all you see is pine needles, and all you see is pine trees. Like, yeah, you're getting out, but it's not anything worth looking at. You know, we went to Colorado, we were, you know, walking around all these places, and we were, you know, it was.
Grandma hasn't been out in 6 weeks.
I've been.
I mean,
and everything was in stock except toilet paper and bleach. They were fully stocked on everything else, lots of meats, etc. That's great. We didn't do grocery shopping today. We went strictly for like disinfecting stuff, and they were really out of a lot of stuff. We got toilet paper, but we didn't get a lot of disinfectant wipes, so we were upset about that. And we only got travel-sized hand sanitizer, so
I think we only got a total of 40 wipes. And those are those wet wipes, those travel size packages of wet wipes.
And I got wipes that smell like coconut.
When we have to do a drive-by Easter basket drop-off and you get all excited, it's bad. Yeah, I know. My mom drove 3 hours 2 days ago, to surprise me for my birthday. My birthday was the 11th, and that was the most...
2 days ago? She came on your birthday.
That's what Dad just
2
said.
2 days ago. It's the 13th. My birthday's the 11th. 13 minus 11 is how much? Maybe you need to go back to school.
No, wait.
So she drove by, and that was the excitement for the day, was a surprise visit. So it was, thank you, Melissa. It was really nice and thoughtful. I did appreciate it, but that was the excitement for the day. That's all you literally, like we stood out in the street right there, and we kept our distance.
Read to yourself.
And we talked for 20, 30 minutes, and then she drove 3 hours home. So she drove 6 hours just to hang out with me for 30 minutes. That was really nice.
It was, and it was really unexpected. I mean, I had a slight thought she was going to do it based on her questions, but we went outside, and literally, boom, it was like perfect timing. There she was. It was pretty cool.
And it took me off guard, too, because she got a new car that I haven't seen. So I was like, oh. But I should have expected that because she's been having car problems. So she's been in a new car like every other week because she's been getting rentals. But last I heard she had a car back, but she got a new car, so great for her. They didn't have any of the sanitizing stuff either. Don't know when or where we can ever get that stuff. We found that you're better off. You have to go right when the store opens.
Now I know
because that's typically the first stuff to go is the toilet paper and sanitizing stuff.
I know
at least by us.
I know from experience that Target does, and especially in situations like this, Christmas time, holiday. Target has their trucks that come every single night. Sometimes 3-4 trucks at a time. So your best bet is to get to Target first thing in the morning when they open. Go right to what you need, and it will be there. I promise.
Don't promise.
I'm almost positive
Because
because I've done it.
Do you promise or do you almost promise? That's a big difference.
I've done it a couple of times.
Linda's already in line for tomorrow morning now, and you better be there.
I mean, now wait a minute. Now you're probably right. I probably shouldn't have said I promised. Depends on your area. My Target here is a very fast-paced store. It has a lot of people coming in
Is it
and out.
like the fourth in the country or something?
Yeah, it's a high.
And we live right next to the Millennial Target too, which is number 1 in the district. So
Linda, let me know if that works out for you, because if that's the case, then great.
It should. I mean, when we did that at Walmart or whatever it was, whatever store. I
did Target.
Yeah, we had great success with that. I mean, it's probably limited. Like today, we can only get one of each. So it was kind of like, ugh.
But if you can find one big package of toilet paper that they have, good for you. That's 3 or 4 packages of single ones that they're only allowed to give you.
The lady literally came. I went to the self checkout. She literally came over and confiscated all my extras. I mean, I wasn't hoarding. I bought 2 packages of wipes, 2 sanitizers,
but they're little,
and 2 Lysol miniature aerosol cans. So it's not like they're full-size ones; they're little ones, and I don't think 2's an unreasonable amount for a family of 4. But
that's why we did it, because he would take it with him in his car. I would take it with me and my, so everybody has, and they're, like I said, they're the small hand sanitizer bottles. They're the small wet ones that you take, when you go to Disney, you take those little packages with you. So they're smaller little to-go things. So we figured if he has some in his car, I have some in my car, it'll be great. But no. So if you go first thing in the morning, you'll be able to hopefully get the proper size containers of wipes that you would normally use in your home.
We couldn't even find bread for a while. Thank goodness I knew how to make it. I've been wanting to experiment with making my own.
Bella, that was disgusting.
I've been wanting to experiment with making my own bread, but I haven't yet, so I don't know. But the first time we went shopping during this pandemic, all the bread was gone except that Nature's Own honey wheat, which I thought was strange because it's decent bread, but there was literally a whole case of it. You must be stocked up on beans. So we haven't had a bread problem yet. You can't even do it now. You're laughing too hard.
I think I can.
Lord help me. What are you doing now?
Come on, honey.
Give me 1 second.
Well, I'm gonna say goodbye.
I gotta just.
Oh.
Tell them about the McDonald's.
Okay, I'll tell them about the McDonald's, and then we have to go.
Yeah.
The other day we went to McDonald's and ordered our food through the drive-thru and so on and so forth. The isolation, she's getting very stir crazy. And this McDonald's is like way not over the top, but has all their little safety parameters in line. Like they have the plexiglass over the drive-thru. There's only this little window to pass money and food through the plexiglass. They're all wearing masks. They're all wearing gloves. There's like no contact ever, right? So we go through, and Mary has like a coupon, or wants to pay with Apple Pay, and the lady reaches through the plexiglass into the car and grabs Mary's phone and takes it into the restaurant with her without even asking. Like she just, and Mary just goes, and so that's the story Bella wanted me to tell you about McDonald's. They confiscated Mary's phone, even though with social distancing and no touch orders and blah, 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 blah.
And she even asked if she can use her Apple Watch, but they said no.
I think you need to go to bed. So anyway, it was a pleasure talking with you guys. It was an experience today in the world we wanted to share all of our. Did they cancel Bella's schools or are out for the year? Ours are still canceled till May, sometime in May, and school runs a little longer. So I don't really assume they're going to start school back up to only have them in there for a week or two. So I would assume as the deadline approaches that they will just cancel school for the rest of the year and then evaluate summer schools and school next year as time goes on. But like I was saying, we will see you guys next week.
Bye,
On
guys.
Coffee Time. Remember to always enjoy the journey, even if you're stuck inside your home with a farting girl like this one. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Help me, please. Help.